Pokemon Go Fest 2025 is coming ever closer, and in this video I will be going through everything you need to know about the global and the in-person events. I'll also be going through some pretty interesting things that you need to know for Crown, Zacian and Zamazenta. So there will be a total of 4 events for Pokemon Go Fest 2025. There will be 3 in-person events taking place at different times in various locations around the world. The first will be in Osaka, Japan, running from May 29th until the 1st of June. The second will take place in Jersey City from the 6th to the 8th of June, and the last in-person event will take place in Paris, France from June 13th until the 15th. Following these events will be a global version of GoFest 2025 taking place on the 28th and 29th of June that you will be able to take part in no matter where you are located in the world. So starting with the global GoFest event, what exactly does it have to offer? Now this event will be a free-to-play event, but as usual there will be a ticket you can purchase for $15 that can upgrade the experience for you, but more on that later because first we're going to go through everything you can get for free. So there will be 2 new shiny debuts for this event, Shiny Carbink and Shiny Frigibax, and I will be going through how to get these in a moment. So for the raids, there will be 1-star and 3-star raids that will be available on both days of the event, and then there will be certain 5-star raids available on Saturday only and some available on Sunday only. In 1-star raids will be Frigibax, in 3-star raids will be an unannounced Pokemon at the time of this recording, in 5-star raids on Saturday will be Crown Shield Zamazenta, and in 5-star raids on Sunday will be Crown Sword Zacian. More on how to get these forms and how they'll work later on in the video. We will also have event-themed Pokemon spawning in the wild in rotating habitats on both days of the event. So unlike the in-person event, the habitats are not geographical locations and instead they are tied to time. So each hour of the event will be tied to a habitat, meaning each hour will have a specific set of spawns that will appear wherever you are in the world. And then after that hour, the next habitat will take over for an hour and the spawns will change for that time. But which Pokemon will be spawning during each hour of the event? So starting with the Moonless Volcano habitat, you will be able to encounter Houndour, Numel, Duskull, Gothita, Golett, Fletchling, Flabebe Redflower, Skrelp, Fuecoco, and rarely Carbink. For the Galvanic Dojo, you can encounter Machop, Electabuzz, Teddiursa, Scraggy, Chespin, Flabebe Yellowflower, Pancham, Dedenne, Crabrawler, and rarely Mienfoo. During the Hypnotic Tundra habitat, you can encounter Alolan Sandshrew, Swinub, Spheal, Piplup, Snova, Moona, Elgium, Flabebe Blueflower, Bergmite, and rarely Frigibax. And lastly, for the Fey Swamp habitat, you can encounter Clefairy, Tentacool, Mawile, Gulpin, Venipede, Poplio, Marini, Morlul, and rarely Togetic and Flabebe Orangeflower. On the Saturday all day long, you will be able to discover Shield-themed Pokemon to go along with the Crown Shield Zamazenta being in 5-star raids. These Pokemon will be Chansey, Skarmory, Larvitar, Shieldon, Shelmet, Vullaby, Oranguru, and rarely Goomy. And on the Sunday, you will be able to encounter Sword-themed Pokemon all day because of the tie-in with Crown Sword Zacian being in raids, and these Pokemon will be Galarian Farfetch'd, Cubone, Ralts, Carablast, Pawniard, Dino, Persimmon, and rarely Jangmo-o. You will also get to access some bonuses without purchasing a ticket, those being surprise snapshot photobomb encounters, event-themed field research tasks, 1-hour learn module duration, and the party play duration will be increased from 3 hours to 8 hours. There'll be no remote raid limit, you'll get a guaranteed Candy XL for trading Pokemon, and there'll be special stickers. And if the global challenge is completed during the Ancients Recovered event, then Premier Balls will be more effective at catching Pokemon from raids, and Party Power will charge faster in raids. So this is pretty much everything you can get without purchasing a ticket. But if you do decide to purchase the ticket, this is what the upgraded experience has to offer. So one of the main selling points of this ticket is the special research that will get you an encounter with Volcanion. Worth noting though, if you did purchase a ticket to one of the in-person GoFest experiences and got Volcanion that way, this special research will get you Volcanion candy instead of a second Volcanion. So you will also be able to get exclusive incense encounters with the following Pokemon during each of the habitats. In the Moonless Volcano habitat, you'll get encounters with Torkoal. In the Galvanic Dojo, you'll get Skiddo. In the Hypnotic Tundra, you get Pachirisu, and in the Fey Swamp, you'll get Klefki. And in particular, this is the first time Klefki and Skiddo will be available globally, so a great time to get these added to the Pokedex. And as well as these Pokemon, you will get encounters with Unknown that spell out the word Shield on Saturday, and Unknown that spell out the word Sword on Sunday. And this ticket also comes with a lot of bonuses. So between 10 AM and 6 PM on both days, you will have an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. You'll get a branching special research where you can choose Sword or Shield. Different Pokemon will be attracted to incense. You'll get hourly global challenges, habitat themed collection challenges, and you'll get 3 surprise snapshot photobomb encounters. And between 12 AM and 11:59 PM on each day, your buddy will gain more hearts for friendship activities. You'll get up to 9 raid passes per day by spinning gyms. You'll be able to open up to 40 gifts per day. You'll get up to 6 special trades per day, and there'll be a half Stardust cost for trades. So that's everything we know at the time of this recording for Global Go Fest 2025. And I will be getting into more details about how the crown forms of Zacian and Zamazenta will work later on in the video, because there is quite a bit to know about them. And I'll be going through some data mines and speculation, but I will warn you before this in case you don't want any spoilers. But first, what do the in-person events have to offer, and how do they differ from the global event? So unlike the global event, the in-person events do require you to purchase the event ticket to access all of the event gameplay. Now there are differences between each of the in-person events, but first I will go through the things that are the same for all of them. So Volcanion will be available to be encountered for the first time through special research, and trainers will be able to discover Zacian and Zamazenta in their crown forms for the first time before their global release. The Mexico Regional Horlucha will be available at all of the in-person events, so a great time to get this one for the Pokedex. You'll get encounters with Fan Rotom through snapshot photobomb encounters. This is the first time this form of Rotom has appeared in the game, and trainers will be able to get 3 encounters per ticketed day. This includes the city-wide gameplay add-on, which I will talk about later on. Zacian and Zamazenta in their Hero of Many Battles forms will appear in 5-star raids, and Unknown spelling out Sword and Shield and the question mark and exclamation point Unknown will appear at each habitat in the park experience. You will be able to encounter 6 new costume Pikachu and a train costume Phalanx, which is actually one of the best looking costume Pokemon we've had so far. There will also be event themed field research and collection challenges for each habitat, and the following bonuses will be available for all in-person events between 9 AM and 6 PM local time on your ticketed day for the park experience and the city. You'll get an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. You'll have half hatch distance for eggs placed into incubators during the event. Event themed stickers will be available from Pokestops and gifts. You'll have 2-hour lure module duration, and you'll get 2 times catch candy. And there will also be some bonuses available from 12:01 AM till 11:59 PM on your ticketed day. You'll get up to 9 raid passes from spinning gyms, up to 6 special trades per day, decreased Stardust costs for special trades. You'll be able to open up to 40 gifts per day, and there'll be some featured attacks available. And that leads me to the individual in-person events. What do they have to offer? So starting with the Osaka event, which will cost 3,600 yen, and the park experience will take place in the Expo 70 commemorative park, and the city gameplay will take place in Osaka City and Suita City in Osaka, Japan. Worth noting that on your ticketed day for each of these in-person events, you can choose to have the park experience in the morning between 9 AM and 1 PM, or in the afternoon between 2 PM and 6 PM. The city experience, however, is active all day from 9 AM till 6 PM. Now for the wild spawns, unlike the global event, these spawns will be tied to specific geographical locations in the park and not tied to each hour of the event. So you will have to move around the park to each of these habitats to pick up the Pokemon you want. In the Calming Tea House habitat, you'll find these Pokemon. In the Carnival Ground habitat will be these Pokemon. The Noble Fields habitat will allow you to find all of these, and the Sunken Treasure habitat will have these Pokemon spawning. You will also be able to get an encounter with these Spinder patterns in these habitats, and one of these is a special Spinder that is exclusive to GoFest 2025 Osaka. Now moving on to the Jersey City in-person GoFest event, the ticket will cost $30, and the park experience will take place in Liberty State Park, and the city experience will take place in New York City as a whole. And again, much like the Osaka event, you can choose whether you want the morning experience where you are in the park between 9 AM to 1 PM, or the afternoon experience where you're in the park from 2 PM to 6 PM. The other time spent on your ticketed day will be exploring the city. And again, the wild spawns will be tied to geographical habitats within the park, and in the Mechanical Marvels habitat, you will be able to encounter these Pokemon. This is the only habitat that differs from the Osaka event. So in the Carnival Grounds, Noble Fields, and Sunken Treasure habitats, they will have the same spawns as the Osaka event. This does also include the same Spinder patterns as well, but there will be a Spinder pattern that is exclusive to GoFest 2025 Jersey City that will be available in the Mechanical Marvels habitat. And lastly, for the Paris event, the ticket will cost €27, and the park experience will take place in Parc des Sceaux, and the city experience will take place exploring Paris. And again, you can choose the morning or afternoon experience like you can with the other 2 events. Likewise, there will be geographical habitats in the park with event spawns tied to them, and the only difference to the other 2 events is the one habitat, which is the Ancient Temple habitat, that will get you encounters with all of these Pokemon, and it will get you this Spinder that is exclusive to GoFest 2025 Paris event. The Carnival Grounds, Noble Fields, and Sunken Treasure habitats will have the same spawns as the other 2 events. Now with all of that, you can actually purchase some add-ons, and these will all be the same for each of the in-person events. Firstly, the Raid Lover add-on will cost 1,900 yen, $15 or €15, and it will get you all of these these raid focused bonuses. The Egg Enthusiast add-on will cost the same price, and it will get you all of these egg hatching focused bonuses. And for both the Raid Lover and the Egg Enthusiast add-ons, they will be active across all days of the event, not just your ticketed day. And you can also purchase a citywide gameplay add-on. This basically extends the citywide gameplay experience from your ticketed day to another day or days of your choice. Do bear in mind though that it won't get you another go at the park experience, it is just for citywide gameplay. And do bear in mind you can also pre-order the Pokemon Go Fest 2025 merch and pick them up from the park of the event you will be attending during your ticketed day. And there is actually another add-on that you can purchase for the Jersey City event only, and this is the Premier Access add-on. But what exactly does it include? Well, you will get expedited entry to the Pokemon Center pop-up store, you'll gain entry to the Premier Access Lounge, you'll also get an exclusive pin to commemorate the event, and you can pick that up from the Premier Access Lounge. And finally, you will receive a code to obtain the following in-game items that will appear on the screen now. This add-on does however cost $100, so it is pretty steep, but you do get quite a lot for it. Now, with the crown forms of Zacian and Zamazenta debuting during Pokemon Go Fest, it does beg the question of how will they work? And there are actually some very interesting things to know about these Pokemon. So for the first time in Pokemon Go, Zacian and Zamazenta will be able to transform into their Crown Sword and Crown Shield forms. And in these forms, Zacian and Zamazenta can learn their signature moves, Behemoth Blade for Crown Sword Zacian and Behemoth Bash for Crown Shield Zamazenta. So to change Zacian and Zamazenta into these forms, you will need Crown Sword energy and Crown Shield energy. But how exactly do you get this energy? Well, trainers can obtain early access to either Crown Shield energy or Crown Sword energy via a branching special research at the in-person Pokemon Go Fest events. And then starting with Pokemon Go Fest Global, you will be able to earn Crown Sword energy or Crown Shield energy by defeating Crown Sword Zacian or Crown Shield Zamazenta in raid battles, or by completing the ticketed special research. So to transform the hero of many battles Zacian into the Crown form, you will need 1000 Crown Sword energy, and it will need to know the charge attack Iron Head. This is the same for the hero of many battles Zamazenta, but with Crown Shield energy. And once you've changed their form once, you can then change the form of that specific Zacian or Zamazenta as many times as you want without using energy. So it is a bit more accessible than the fusions that will require fusion energy again if you separate them. Do note that while in the Crown forms, these Pokemon can't be traded or transferred to Pokemon Home. And when they are transformed into their Crown forms, the charge attack Iron Head will change into Behemoth Blade for Zacian, and it'll change into Behemoth Bash for Zamazenta. And not only that, but the Crown forms of Zacian and Zamazenta are actually pretty special, because these are the only Pokemon that can't Dynamax or Gigantamax, but they will still be able to join and battle in max battles. You will be able to power up Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash to do more damage in max battles, just like other max attacks. And you will also be able to unlock and power up Max Guard and Max Spirit on both of these Pokemon for max battles as well. And it does also say on the blog post that trainers who unlock Max Guard on their Crown Shield Zamazenta, quote, may see another power of the warrior Pokemon. I'm not actually sure what that is alluding to at the time of this recording, but time will tell. And that's actually not everything about the Crown forms. There have been some data mines that suggest other things about them, which I will be going through now, so if you don't want to know about them because they are potential spoilers, then make sure you skip this part of the video. So from these data mines, and not confirmed by Niantic, it does appear that the signature moves of the Crown forms will have adventure effects. So for Crown Zacian's Behemoth Blade, it does seem like it will be able to increase the attack of Pokemon when battling a raid or a max battle, and Zamazenta's Behemoth Blade can increase the defense of Pokemon when battling in a raid or in a max battle. These effects, depending on how much they increase attack and defense by, do actually have some big implications for the game. Zacian's attack boost along with party power can really open up the potential for more solos and duos when it comes to raid battles and max battles. And this effect I imagine will mostly be used in raids, because raids are basically just a DPS race against the time. And Zamazenta's defense boosting ability may see more play in higher level max battles. Now it is worth noting that this information is just a data mine, so it is worth taking it with a pinch of salt because it is subject to change and it might not happen. Now if you did enjoy this video, then I recommend checking out one of the other videos on the screen now, and I'll catch you in the next one.